Well, this could be a night of great elation, or our season ends right here, right now, with some hope still left in the Premier League in terms of trying to salvage something for next season's Champions League. For this season, it's all about overturning a 3-goal deficit. Right here, right. A 3-goal deficit against the reigning defending European champions means that Chelsea have set themselves an almighty task for the second leg here at Stamford Bridge. We're yet to have that real big moment under the lights at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League under this new ownership. 3 years in, could this be the night where Chelsea do the impossible, the unthinkable, and overturn a 3-goal deficit against the reigning defending European champions Paris Saint-Germain? Well, PSG had the luxury, absolute luxury, of getting the game at the weekend cancelled while Chelsea went through one of their worst 90 minutes against Newcastle United at home. It was a terrible performance which ended up with 1-0 for Newcastle as Chelsea looked to rectify the situation in the Champions League. For 75 minutes in the first leg, Chelsea were well in it, but then we chucked it all away. Well, how do Chelsea try and play this one out? I'll be very, very curious to see. Liam Rossinier doesn't have Reece James nor Malo Gusto, neither on the starting 11 nor on the bench, which means that we might see a back three here, or we will see Cucurella and Jarell Hato as our fullbacks today, while the rest remain the same. As for Paris Saint-Germain, no surprise that Kvaratskhelia starts after his 2 goals late on at the Parc des Princes to give Paris Saint-Germain that extra cushion that they needed. Bradley Barcola keeps his place, which means Desiree Doué drops to the bench. Joao Neves, Vitinha and Zaire Emery as the midfield three, with Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos and Hakimi as the back four, with Safanov keeping his place. Safanov in goal made some crucial saves, and that front three of Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks very, very dangerous, with Dembele, Kvaratskhelia and of course the man who started the goal scoring in Paris Saint-Germain in Bradley Barcola. As for Chelsea, very, very interesting to see that despite all the adversity that Chelsea find themselves in, it would take a night of epic proportions to try and overturn a 3-goal deficit. Special performance needed by every single one of those players, not just on the pitch, but as the bench as well. Chelsea, the fans, the manager, the players, everybody needs to have a 10-on-10 outing here. There is no place to slip up. If PSG score the first goal, this is game over, tie over, end the stream. But if Chelsea get the first early on, it's game on, folks. Stamford Bridge will be rocking, that's for sure. Put PSG under pressure, get that early goal, and let's see what the defending champions are all about. The game is set here. Paris Saint-Germain, the defending champions, with a 3-goal advantage to advance into the quarterfinals. That side of the bracket is absolutely hectic, as both these teams will look to book their spot in the quarterfinals. PSG, definite favourites. Chelsea, the underdogs. Well, off and running at Stamford Bridge with Rob Sanchez picked ahead of Philip Jorgensen in goal. Jorgensen is still out due to that groin injury by the looks of it. Missed the game against Newcastle. Chelsea couldn't keep a clean sheet there. It's Cucurella on the left-hand side. Seems that he'll be playing well forward on that left-hand side. So will Jarell Hato by the looks of it, which means that Chelsea possibly could be in a back three here. Ooh, we give the ball away and Nuno Mendes is away. As I mentioned before, and I'll keep mentioning this, if PSG score the first goal, it's game over. As Dembele drives, Chelsea do manage to defend. Rob Sanchez makes the clearance, and PSG on the counter-attack will be lethal, that's for sure. Absolutely riveting pace for the PSG front three. Well, Joao Pedro bailed us out against Napoli in Naples, where Chelsea needed 2 goals in the second half, and it came in stunning fashion. His left-footed pile driver into the top corner was special, and then the shift and shoot in the 80th minute. Pedro Neto will be the right wing-back by the looks of it, and Cole Palmer's in a foot race here with William Pacho. Pacho wins that race. And it's a throw-in for Chelsea. It looks like a back three here. Immediately you can see Chelsea's back three formation with Mamadou Sarr on the right-hand side. Trevor Chalobah in the centre, and of course Jarell Hato as the left-sided centre half with Marc Cucurella as the left wing back. Pedro Neto as the right wing back. The midfield two of Caicedo and Andre Santos in the pivot, and the two number 10s Enzo Fernandez and of course Cole Palmer supplying our player of the season Joao Pedro. Well, Chelsea made far too many errors, but for 75 minutes in that first leg, we gave the defending champions a run for their money. The fact that we just chucked it away just shows you how far we need to go, as this side has a lot of good capabilities, but that underbelly of just having that lack of desire to shut games out, keep defenses going, still a problem. Well, Liam Rossignol, simply put for him, this is his biggest game in his managerial career. A second leg game against the defending champions Paris Saint-Germain. Caicedo loses out the duel on the left-hand side. Kvaratskhelia, again it's PSG on the left-hand side here. It's Vitinha, he drifts in field. Zaire Emery thought about the shot, decent pass here. Kvaratskhelia drives inside on the right-hand side. Tries to play the 1-2 here, PSG queuing up. Chelsea immediately in the deep block here. Here's Willian Pacho finding Nuno Mendes. Chelsea on the back foot here. Vitinha, who scored that lovely chip to make it 3-2 after that horrifying Philip Jorgensen mistake. Looks like Kvaratskhelia will be on the left-hand side. Barcola will be shifted on the right. Here's Marquinhos. Onto the right-hand side. Again, PSG just shifting it around. Chelsea struggling to get anywhere near it. Here's Nuno Mendes. PSG look like they might be building out with the back three themselves. Nuno Mendes as that left-sided centre-half, but make no mistake about it, we might just see Nuno Mendes in that left-hand side number 10 position at some point during the game. Safonov in goal, who made that critical save when the game was at 1-1. Palmer's effort was saved by the Russian, and at the very same attack, Ousmane Dembele scored on the counter-attack. Safonov displacing Lucas Chevalier, who's bought for 30 million euros from Lyon. Hasn't gone according to plan for the Frenchman. Chelsea have to make sure that their mistakes are at a minimum here. Is a clean sheet possible? I mean, it has to be a clean sheet, isn't it? If PSG score at any point in this match, it just feels that the tie will just slip away from our fingertips. Here's William Pacho finding Marquinhos. Once again, they're in their back three setup. Clever flick over, but it's a throw-in for Chelsea. Big night for Jarell Hato as well. Ex-Ajax captain, 19 years of age. PSG Ultras, in their numbers, very much looking to give their teams that kind of support they would be absolutely buzzing to have here. They'll be expecting, they will have that expectation on them to progress into the quarterfinals, where either Galatasaray or Liverpool await them. Joao Pedro looks to win the first header. Vitinha wins the header. Good play there by Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo wins the ball, finds Andre Santos. Cucurella, clever pass there by Andre Santos. Here's Joao Pedro. Enzo Fernandez is alongside him. It's Joao Pedro. Thought about the shot. Oh, he takes a few extra touches and then clatters into Joao Neves. Joao Pedro has to release the ball. Great feed there from Joao. He's just waiting for that slide rule pass to someone making the run. As he mentions, couldn't see the run. Good feed there from Joao, but just loses his footing. Joao Neves does well. With 5 minutes on the clock, Chelsea yet to really trouble Safonov, but we have to play this game in stages here. Ooh, Sarr is in trouble. It's Kviza Kvaratskhelia. It's game over. It's a shocking mistake. Kvaratskhelia, who scored a brace in the first leg, opens the scoring at Stamford Bridge. Malang Sarr, Mamadou Sarr, what have you done there? It is a shocking mistake. You cannot do that at the top level. What has Josh Achimpong deserved to be dropped? I have to ask the question, what has Mamadou Sarr done over Josh Achimpong at this club to warrant a start over him? I will never understand. We've given another goal away. The match is over. The tie is done. It takes one ball again. Look at Sarr's defending. I mean, Kvaratskhelia is onside. Sarr has to deal with it. He's caught in no man's land. Oh my goodness me. It is a mess. It is a shocking mess. What are you doing there, Sarr? He's gone with his wrong foot. He's caught up in all sorts of knots. And Kvaratskhelia finishes it off. It's over. It is absolutely over. Chelsea's Champions League hopes all dusted this season, and now all we have left is a battle for the top four. Liam Rossignol, that's on you again, my friend. Yes, you have worked with Mamadou Sarr at Strasbourg last season, but you have to understand that Josh Achumpong is levels above him. In every aspect, height, ball carrying, defending. This club is going to be the death of me. It's over, man. The crowd's dead. We have to score 4 now. One ball forward. It is disgusting. The goals we have conceded in this tie is a joke, man. The goals we have conceded in this tie have been a joke. An absolute joke. I mean, the third goal in the first leg, Jorgensen gives the ball away. It's shocking. The fourth goal, Kvaratskhelia, can Jorgensen do better? Sure. The fifth goal is absolutely his fault. It goes through his wrist, and now we have a centre half who cannot clear his lines. And Kvaratskhelia has 3 goals in the tie, and we've not even 8 minutes on the clock here, man. What a mess. What an absolute mess. And the man who was the only recruit in January has costed us here. Here's Enzo Fernandez, who takes an effort. Chelsea looking for the swift response. Might get the corner here. It is so deflating. It is so deflating. I have not been convinced with Mamadou Sarr one bit since he's made an appearance for Chelsea. Not with any of his aspects. Neto delivers. Safanov clears. Ball headed back into the danger area. We look to try and get the goal away. PSG do manage to clear. Chelsea keep the danger alive. Chalobah. Neto just hangs this ball into the air. Chance. Oh, Chelsea won a penalty. We're not going to get it. Oh, the pen might be given here. Is there a handball? What's happening here? Has the decision gone in favour of PSG? Liam Rossignol is convinced. Oh, will Chelsea get a lifeline here? It's been a crazy start already. Paris Saint-Germain getting an absolute gift. Are Chelsea going to get a bit of assistance themselves? Ooh, Enzo Fernandez's header, and Safanov, while with his back turned, somehow made the save. I mean, that is incredible. Chelsea are not going to get a pen for this. There's no penalty here. Is there a foul on Joao Pedro? I don't think there's anywhere near the contact. Chelsea players in hope rather than expectation. It's just killed the time, man. PSG could really hurt us here today. They could really punish us. Like, I'm talking double digits. This could be one of those chastening, or I really hope this is one of those turning moments for Chelsea, you know. Everybody associated with Chelsea Football Club will be certainly watching this match. And they should identify, they should understand that there are some glaring issues at the football club. Even when we do get our recruitment right, some of the things that we do, it's all self-inflicted, man. That's the worst part. It's always self-inflicted. We're our own worst enemies. And PSG break through the centre here. It's Kvaratskhelia. His confidence will be through the roof. Getting an absolute gift on that occasion. Here's Willian Pacho. Just over 10 minutes played as Marquinhos switches out to find the Georgian. But from PSG's point of view, nothing silly really. Nothing silly whatsoever in terms of needless mistakes, allowing Chelsea a route back. Luis Enrique, I'm not sure he needs to be so animated or hyped up here. He needs to just put his feet up and chill. His team have a 4-goal advantage. Chelsea have gifted 4 of them, man. Absolutely gifted 4 of them. The opening 2 goals in the first leg, you know what? They were great goals, great finishes. Oh, Palmer finds Joao Pedro. It's just behind him. That might be a foul there on Joao. It isn't. That is so casual. Cole Palmer's pass is terrible, man. It kills the momentum of Joao Pedro. On the right-hand side, PSG can look to punish us. Clip ball onto the right-hand side. It's decently weighted. Don't think Hakimi can bring that under control. And the thing is, PSG haven't started well either. They have been very, very average. It's just one long ball, man. I mean, hi, Manny, but what was that goal, man? We are not a serious football club. I asked the question when Mamadou Sarr made that mistake. What has Josh Achumpong done to deserve this treatment? I mean, if he decides to ply his trade elsewhere, I won't blame him, man. If Josh Achumpong had decent minutes this season, him and Levi Colwill, I'm going to say it again. I'm so adamant. Because I'm so sure, I'm so convinced that if Josh Achumpong had some decent minutes this season, him and Levi Colwill for next season would have been a great centre-half pairing for us. But we've given him no time whatsoever, Josh Achumpong, on the pitch. Sarr comes from the oblivion as Pedro Neto strike. It takes a deflection. I think it's come off Andre Santos. Oh, what a shame. We saw this against Newcastle where Enzo Fernandez's strike came off Cole Palmer. It seems that Chelsea players just getting into a habit of blocking our own shots. Again, decent strike there. I don't think it was going to trouble Savinov. Chelsea have started decently again, but that goal has just killed us. We're supposed to find 4 goals from, man, and we have to hope that these bozos don't make mistakes again. Yes, we have just given this tie away, haven't we? PSG haven't even had to work hard for it. Safinov has given the ball away. Can PSG have been nowhere near it? Here's Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. Neto trying to dance his way past his fellow countrymen. No chance whatsoever. Sarr needs to just clear his head. Caicedo, that's a terrible pass, and now PSG can break. It's 3v4 here. Just slows down the pace of the attack, and now on the right-hand side, Moises Caicedo has been diabolical in this attack, and it is a massive finish into the top corner. It is over. Bradley Barcola again. 2-0, tie over. It is 5 goals. PSG can book their spot in the quarterfinals. Caicedo in that move is diabolical. I can't believe our player of the season last season has just done what he's done there. The fact that he loses the ball and then he just jumps. PSG open us up. Look at the Chelsea players. They look crestfallen. It's all come from Chelsea mistakes. PSG are just ruthless. It's over. It is absolutely over, man. And now it's all about how many goals PSG want to score here. How much they want to humiliate Chelsea. Because the PSG players will not have forgotten about the Club World Cup. Chelsea absolutely did one over them. Look at the defending, man. What a finish, though. Woo! Great goal by Bradley Barcola. Both his goals in the first leg and the second have been special. Hakimi, Barcola sets it up. That is top bins. What a goal that is from Bradley Barcola, man. Can only applaud it. But in terms of the build-up, in terms of the construction, that is all us again. Chelsea Football Club, the masters of our own downfall. It's over. Bro, you're saying Sacro Senior. What's he supposed to do about this, man? I get it. But look at the goals we've conceded. What is Caicedo doing there? He's tried to play the pass into the center areas. I mean, the pass is not on. And then him and Andre Santos are taken out of the game. The first goal, I mean, yes, he's the one who picked Sarr. So if you want to beat him with that stick, sure. But no manager can legislate this kind of mistakes, man. And it's happened in both sides. And this is going to get ugly. Here's Nuno Mendes. PSG are going to hit double digits past us. I saw Sporting Lisbon were 3-0 up, Manny. I was hoping that maybe it would be a great omen, you know, that Sporting Lisbon have clawed back a 3-goal deficit. Maybe Chelsea would too, but Chelsea not a serious institution. Well, this is just going to be painful for the next, 75 minutes odd. Just going to watch this for the sake of watching it. Oh, Chelsea give it away in the midfield area. This is Joao Pedro on the right-hand side, finding Pedro Neto. I mean, self-destruct button, isn't it? We've always got our finger on it. Always just ready to just press it. And the worst part is any one of these players are capable of doing it. Here's Pedro Neto. Chelsea have nothing to lose here. Might as well go and risk getting absolutely tonked. Go for goals. If he can manage to score a couple of them, why not? But PSG have not been good and have scored 7 in about 105 minutes of football. I mean, it is shocking. It is horrendous. PSG, 2 attempts, 2 on target, both gifts. 1 in our own box, 1 in midfield. Thank you very much. Neto's ball in. Safanov clears. Our quality from set pieces is really poor. Pedro Neto now crosses into the box. It's easily cleared away. Chelsea might get another corner here. Moises Caicedo shields the ball nicely. Chelsea with yet another set piece. Enzo Fernandez will deliver. Serves me right for having just the tiniest bit of hope. Serves me right. Be realistic. Corner comes in. Trying to get the header away. Safanov is rooted at his line. Chelsea keep the danger alive. Barcola clears. Onto the left-hand side. Can Chelsea get the cross into the box? Here's Enzo Fernandez. Finds Marc Cucurella. It's pretty bog standard stuff this from Chelsea, but what else do we have, man? What else do we have? These are the best players on the pitch. This is what they're capable of doing. I mean, I was hoping that maybe, if the game was there to be won, Estevao could come on, maybe 20 minutes to go, have one of those moments before Chelsea make their exit. They're queuing up there, and thankfully Rob Sanchez gets a look at the PSG players. There are 2 players queuing up for the tap-in. This could get worse, man. By worse, I mean something that we have not seen at the club. We lost 7-2 on aggregate to Bayern Munich. Was it 7-1 under Frank Lampard? That was a low that took a long time to recover in terms of the scoreline, because that doesn't happen at Chelsea Football Club. And now it's 7-2 again. Look at Chalobah, man. How many chances is Trevor Chalobah going to get at this club? Absolutely poor, man. Yeah, we do have a separate set-piece coach, man. What's his name? Brendan Cuevas. We got him from Brentford. We are good under Enzo Maresca in terms of set pieces. A couple of aspects where we have really taken a nosedive has been our ability to play out the back and our set pieces. Those two have gone down the drain. Chelsea looked rudderless, man. It's like, where do we go from here? Liam Rossini, he is so lucky that Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United basically did us a favour. Chelsea were on the ropes. Spurs doing us a massive favour to take 2 points off Liverpool at Anfield. Chelsea somehow staying alive for the top 4, top 5 spots, but if you're getting hammered like this, what's the point of being in the Champions League next season? I mean, all that money to maybe just cover our losses and pay fines, is that going to really help our team? No, absolutely not. Again, Moises Caicedo is trying to play a number 8. Oh, why is Caicedo clattering in so late? Caicedo, please be careful. He's gone clattering into Ousmane Dembele. It's needless there from Moy. Yeah, Manny, absolutely everything. I totally agree. I mean, the fact that Chelsea had all of January to just give the side a little bit of a boost, just to push, help them out. And what do?
We go to Strasbourg. We bring Mamadou Sarr back from loan, who was actually starting regularly there. Now he starts sporadically, so his development is stunted. We ignore that centre-half position where it's crying out for some quality. We completely ignore Josh Achimpong. I mean, what a mess at the centre-half position. It's a mess. Look at Wesley Fofana as well, our experienced centre-half. His head's gone. Hey, what's up, TJ? What is up? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, this could be, 5-2. If Chelsea score 2 goals, there'll be something to celebrate. This could be anything PSG wanted to be. I mean, it's just how ruthless they decide to be in front of goal. Chelsea will leave spaces. Chelsea will make mistakes. It's all about how hungry PSG are. I mean, how much help do PSG need, man? I mean, Lens drops points midweek at the weekend when PSG get their game cancelled because they were preparing that it's going to be a hectic 2-legged affair against Chelsea. Chelsea play at home to Newcastle United, completely running on empty. The players could not give a flying fuck about that game, and we end up losing that 1-0. And now we just chuck 2 goals away. Insane, absolutely insane. Football isn't supposed to surprise you, but my club, they never fail to surprise me. The variety of shit goals we have conceded this season, man. The compilation of it would be legendary. I mean, just add the red cards to it, and it's a full-on Benihana comedy compilation. Cole Palmer delivers. Joao Pedro gets his head on it, and it's just off target. Safanov comes, gets nowhere near it. Joao Pedro with the applause. These are the only 2 players that I pretty much hope that they will try and get something for us. Combination of Palmer and Joao Pedro. Safanov did well in terms of getting a punch on it. Manny, you're just trying to depress me further. I thought we were on the same team. Why do you want to talk about the fucking sanctions? I mean, what is that, a £10 million fine? It's a 2-year suspended transfer. At some point, I would say Chelsea need a transfer ban as well. I mean, we've just pissed so much money away. If we get a 2-window transfer ban, maybe you just might look at the academy and try and promote some players from within. The likes of Shimueka is one. It can't be worse than the likes of Garnacho and Pedro Neto and the likes. Stop pissing money. Chelsea might get somewhere. Here's Joao Pedro. He's got Cucurella on the left-hand side. Joao Pedro goes for goal. That's a strange decision there from the Brazilian. Here's Cucurella again. Can't cross it in. He tries to drive the ball into the box. It's taken a deflection of Bradley Barcola. It's a Chelsea corner. Madrid are 1-0 up and City down to 10 men. Bernardo Silva red card. I want to say, which one of Chelsea or Manchester City are having the European nightmare here? I think it's still Chelsea. I would say it's going to be Manchester City because I don't think, barring a handful of Chelsea fans, and it was really gave us a bit of hope against Paris Saint-Germain. But Manchester City against a Real Madrid side who have sacked Xabi Alonso, Alvaro Arbeloa, no coaching chops, 4-0 victory, and it could be more. Handball on the goal line and Vinny scores the pen. He missed at the first leg, didn't he? Makes amends as Enzo Fernandez delivers. What's up, Aman? Thanks for joining in, my friend. What's going on is Chelsea press the self-destruct button. Look at our first goal. Go on Twitter, go on Instagram. Just look at the first goal that Chelsea conceded. That tells you everything that you need to know. The second goal was equally bad, but the first just killed us. Absolutely killed us. Gifts. Chelsea have been so charitable this season, and that charity has extended to Europe as well. Here's Chalobah driving with the ball. Good carry this from Chalobah. Oh, what a terrible pass. Just play the simple pass on the left-hand side. He's caught out of position. PSG could absolutely murder us on the counter-attack here. Again, what's the appetite of the players? How hungry are them to really put it on Chelsea? Manny wants Rosinha gone and get Xabi Alonso. Not a bad shout, Manny. Not a bad shout. And while we're at it, get Roman back. Well, the British government is never going to allow that. Check it out, Aman, and tell me, and help me understand. Here's Pedro Neto. Chelsea looking to play the 1-2 with João Pedro and Cole Palmer. PSG haven't really played any sort of football. Caicedo looks to nick the ball. Haven't really seen them play those pretty patterns, but PSG's second goal was Bradley Barcola's sensational finish. Oh, what a terrible pass that is. Rob Sanchez. Oh, he's thankfully headed it out to touch. Chelsea, are you in more of a charitable mood? Probably. Well, Manny, you're right. Slot's head is definitely on the chopping block because every loss, every drop points, and Xabi Alonso's name is just whispered, murmured, even shouted from some corners. Chelsea, I mean, our managerial record under clearly Capital has been pretty shocking. So do you really, even if we do sack Rosinha, which is absolutely fair if he doesn't get us Champions League football for next season, do you trust these guys upstairs to get the decision right? Common sense and history and data and every bit of information tells you no. And tells you no in an emphatic manner. Here's Nuno Mendes. Again, there's been nothing of the football, man. PSG just knocked it around. Just made Chelsea chase shadows. Sanchez hasn't had a save to make. All he's had to do is pick the ball from his own net a couple of times. PSG having a stroll here in London. Here's Vitinha. Finds Nuno Mendes. Vitinha again. Well, Kvaratskhelia has got 3 goals in this tie. Barcola has got 2. Seems like it's going to be an all-you-can-eat session here for PSG. Here's Zaire Emery. Finds Kvaratskhelia. He couldn't have believed the opportunity he's been given here. He would have been pretty pissed off that he started on the bench in the first leg. But talk about making an impact. I mean, Lucho Enrique was pretty much forced to bring Kvaratskhelia back into the lineup, and he's rewarded them with the goal so early on after Mamadou Sarr's inexplicable error. And that PSG will have a stroll here in London. Beautiful football. Here's from PSG. Back to front. Everybody getting involved with touches. Here's Dembele. PSG are just taking the piss here now. Here's Mendes. Finds Kvaratskhelia. Well, no Reece James or Malo Gusto. Reece James might be out for a couple of months. His season's pretty much done. I really hope we shut him down and don't send him for the World Cup. I mean, it's selfish. Reece would love to be there. But the way that Thomas Tuchel uses fullbacks as well is not good for Reece. I mean, especially with the hamstring injury and recovering from it. Somebody at Chelsea Football Club, especially after Reece James signed that long-term deal, has to shut him down. Kidnap him. Keep him at Cobham. He picks up another muscle injury, a long-term injury. Be catastrophic for Reece, man. We did so well to protect him for most of the season. This is his first real major injury, and it's come in mid-March. With Reece James, it almost felt like it was a ticking time bomb, wasn't it? But now that he's back to right back, he's making those runs forward, which was curtailed under Enzo Maresca playing in midfield. Oh, well, it's all going to shit here this season. It just means that how far can Chelsea actually fall? Well, Chelsea's run in the Premier League just goes from bad to worse. We've got both Manchester clubs. We have to go to Anfield. We've got Everton, Nottingham Forest, even Spurs at Stamford Bridge, where Spurs will probably be fighting for their lives. It's just no easy game left here. Chelsea players, these 11 or these 10, I would say, pretty much dead on their feet, man. I have a little bit of sympathy. I mean, the Chelsea players got 2 weeks rest after the end of the Club World Cup and the start of this season, when the recommended time is anywhere between 30 to 40 days. 2 weeks. We were finished, man. Levi Colwill picks up an ACL injury. He's out for the season. Chelsea's recruitment was sketchy to say the least. Enzo Maresca gets sacked in December. Liam Rosinha comes. We get a bit of a bounce. It's all gone to shit. Well, it's not quite Graham Potter, but it's going to be one of those seasons that you just try and just shove away from your memory. If you ask me things that have happened in that Graham Potter season, generally I'm pretty good with score lines and situations. If you just bring up like random shit, might just remember a goal that maybe Chelsea scored. That season under Graham Potter is a complete like black hole. No memory. Just kept picking up needless losses. Then it started to become foolish, and then we just couldn't buy points. I think we got the 40-point mark in what, March or April? It's pretty shambolic. I mean, Lampard came in towards the end. He didn't win a single Premier League game. It's Kvaratskhelia. This could be 3. It is. It is getting shocking, but thankfully the offside flag has been raised. Oh my gosh. How close is this? They just cut through us, man. The 1-2 is sumptuous stuff. Bradley Barcola and Kviza Kvaratskhelia are just digging. They've got the shovel in hand and they're just digging this hole deeper for Chelsea. And thankfully, Barcola is offside. Kvaratskhelia isn't. The play continues. Oh, Chalobah has been completely sold here. It's Bradley Barcola. This could go from bad to worse. Thankfully, Barcola pulls his effort wide. Trevor Chalobah, how many more mistakes of yours will we tolerate at this club? Oh, Enzo Fernandez's touch is poor. Look at Trevor Chalobah, the way he just gets turned there. I mean, Barcola, he just picks his head up. There are 2 PSG players queuing up. I mean, Liam Rossignol, more of what Liam Rossignol has been about all the stuff that he has said off the pitch in press conferences. I mean, I have a little bit of sympathy because the English press is absolute garbage, man. So they ask him all these ridiculous questions. He tries to act a bit clever and try to sound, on the point. Ends up sounding really stupid at times. Fortunately, that's part of the game, and that's what he's been remembered for rather than anything on the pitch. His start for Chelsea started off with 4 Premier League wins, but the underlying performances in some of them were really, really concerning. But the victories kind of masked that away. Then Chelsea have gone on a run where we're just looking lost. We're just looking rudderless. Tough watch, TJ. It's the understatement of the year already. It's 2 a.m. here in India, and I'm just watching just pure torture. I mean, first half, Safanov could just put a lawn chair, light up a fat cigar, maybe even pour a drink. It would be the same result. Back 3, back 4, doesn't matter. Nuno Mendes goes backwards. I mean, if you're a Chelsea fan, you've paid all that money, would you blame them if they left at half time? They say, support your club till the very end, and I'm all for it. That's why I'll be doing the 90 minutes of the stream. That's different. Sanchez gives the ball away. This is a terrible watch, man. Chelsea have just stopped playing any sort of football. Just trying to pass time, run the minutes. I mean, I hope that at least Liam Rossignol, I know he won't, because he's going to really risk looking foolish in terms of the aggregate score. But bring the likes of Josh Achimpong on in the second half, man. I really hope the mess that we have created for ourselves just results in a bit of positive, like almost you fall ass backwards into a bit of success, Oh, it's a chance here. It could be 3. It's good save by Sanchez. Joao Neves hits it straight at Rob Sanchez. Again, he goes long. Well, it seems that Eze has scored an absolute stunner. Oh, Joao Pedro has a chance. It's Joao Pedro. There's a big opportunity. Saved by Safanov. Again, one long ball forward. PSG don't defend that well. Joao Pedro's first touch meant that the angle was tight. Joao Pedro trying to make something out of absolutely nothing. Well, it seems that Arsenal will possibly play Sporting. I was hoping Arsenal would play Bodo Glimt over Sporting Lisbon, Bodo Glimt have something in it. Oh, Safanov nearly makes a mess of it. PSG want to try and hand something to Chelsea here by the looks of it. So what is it? Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Yeah, Real Bayern, PSG, Liverpool. I want to say Galatasaray. I mean, if we're going to suffer, I want Liverpool to suffer with us, man. Is that asking for too much? I'm not really sure. Well, Rob Sanchez, his long clearance. It's pretty poor defending there from William Pacho. And Joao Pedro on his left foot just looked to hammer that past the Russian. Could have taken it slightly earlier, but angle was tight. And on the left-hand side is Kvaratskhelia. Good bit of skill. Saar defends well. 5-0. Is it Madrid who are 5-0 up? I'm not really sure. But my interest in the Champions League is just gone, so pardon me for not being switched on with all the results. As the Sporting game ended, that was 4-3. Arsenal are certainly got the fortunate side of the draw, but by the looks of it, they might have to play Barcelona. With the way it's gone for Arsenal, you wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle somehow pull out a result. Very much capable. It's 1-1 against Barcelona. Stranger things have happened in football. Arsenal Newcastle in the Champions League semi-finals. You never know. You heard that saying, right? When it rains, it pours in a... almost said in a negative manner. This could be in a positive way for Arsenal fans. It's going to be a ocean of trophies by the looks of it. Oh, Sporting a 5-0 up. That is absolutely crazy. Unfortunately for Bodo Glimt, their giant killing ends. I mean, considering the giant killing that they've done, to lose to Sporting Lisbon, considering they were 3-0 up, is a bit of a bottle job. I mean, it's a harsh word for a minnow team. But how many opportunities do you get, man, to play in a Champions League quarter-final, especially when your club is not even expected to be in it? Okay, with the new format, you will be probably in the group stages, but possibly expecting to be in probably the last 3 spots. I'm not sure what kind of notes Liam Rossini has taken in this first half. There's been nothing tactically. There's been nothing in terms of the football we've played. The PSG fans are thoroughly enjoying it, possibly giving the Chelsea fans all kinds of stick. Here's Zaire Emery onto the left-hand side. Safanov has just had the one save to make of Joao Pedro. Other than that, Chelsea haven't really troubled them. Here's Moises Caicedo. Made that huge error for that second PSG goal in the middle of the park, where both his actions resulted in being completely caught out of position. Here's Cucurella. Finds Caicedo again. Enzo Fernandez. Seen very little of Enzo Fernandez. Saar, Neto, Enzo. Better football this from Chelsea. Can Chelsea at least pull a goal back before half-time? I mean, it's not going to count for anything, but at least try and put the ball in the back of the net. Probably asking for too much. Here's Hato. Rob Sanchez. Pretty brave there. Joao Pedro continues to win headers, but he's going to have to chase down his own header. Chelsea with no runners, with 5 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. Here's Cole Palmer. Finds Jarell Hato. Here's Trevor Chalobah finding Saar. Saar, to his credit, has kind of sort of recovered after his error. I think the way that PSG scored that offside goal, I don't think Saar really covered himself in too much glory, getting done so easily with that 1-2. Here's Ashraf Hakimi. On the right hand side, PSG calmly stroking the ball around, having a ball, having fun. The possession stats will certainly be in their favour. Chelsea have just played long balls in the air. Now build up from the back. 0. It's clearly died under Liam Rossini. There have been a few positives in terms of how we use the central areas to actually score goals. So when Chelsea do pop it around, they can do a bit of damage. And speaking of that, here's Cole Palmer. Oh, good save. And on the follow-up, is the goal going to count? Or is the offside flag going to be raised? Oh, there's a chance there, the far stick. How did we miss that? What a save that was from Safanov. Thought it found its way to the back of the net. What a waste, what a shame. Cole Palmer doing really well. City score. Well, they get the consolation goal. Erling Haaland scoring for the Citizens. Well, City are having a nightmare week themselves, dropping points needlessly to West Ham United, and then getting battered here against Real Madrid. Here's Cole Palmer. Oh, poor ball in. Just trying to put something on it. Might have taken a deflection. It has. Geez, the clarity of my... Manny, is Sony Live for you shit as well? I mean, it's really poor, man. Taking it short. Finds Marc Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez. Neto. Cucurella again. Clip ball into the box. Chelsea players queuing up. Chalobah's header is pretty poor. Sarr gets his header. It's gone for another corner. Safanov starting to make a lot more saves. Chelsea trying to rally and get a goal before half-time. Decent header there by Jarell Hato. I think that was going off target. Safanov wasn't to know. Here's Cucurella. I'm getting fluctuating streams on my Sony Live. Oh my word, PSG on the counter-attack here. It's Bradley Barcola. He's got the pace. He's bearing down on goal. It's Bradley Barcola. Great save by Sanchez. I wanted to say he keeps this tie alive. That would have been funny. Good save by Sanchez. Chelsea give the ball away. Cole Palmer, poor pass. One pass by PSG. And they're bearing down on us. Look at the pace of Bradley Barcola. He leaves Palmer in the dust. Could have probably opened it on his left foot and try and curl this towards the far stick, but decides to go on his favoured right foot instead. Saved by Sanchez. Luis Enrique. He's got his feet up as Vitinha drives. Well over the crossbar, out for a goal kick. 90 seconds of the first half remain. Todd Bowley. He's made the journey from Los Angeles all for nothing. Fire up the jet, Todd. It's time to go back. DJ light chuckles indeed. You know when they make those big saves, right? Like, oh, he's kept the tie alive. Oh, good skill this from Joao Pedro. Oh, he might get a pen for it. He's not going to get it by the looks of it. It's a goal kick. Joao Pedro bundled off the ball. The Slovenian referee immediately waves the challenge away. William Pacho gets beat done by Joao Pedro. That's the second time that Joao has had a better of him. I mean, there's clear contact on him. Joao is trying to protect the ball, but is there enough contact? That's the question, and I think the referee has answered that himself. As Joao Neves finds William Pacho. And both PSG fullbacks have been chilling in this match. Not seen Nuno Mendes make a forward run once. Hakimi has joined in a few attacks. Again, talk about taking their foot off the pedal. I mean, clearly the fresher team. And PSG didn't need to get their game cancelled at the weekend. Got it postponed. I mean, the French league, even La Liga and Bundesliga helped the clubs out, but the Premier League are in no mood to help out their teams in terms of fixtures and scheduling. It's a nightmare for us. PSG get the game against Nantes postponed. Lens dropped points, so PSG have possibly a chance to extend their advantage. I mean, what changes would I make at half-time, Manny? I mean, I would take off Joao Pedro, Cole Palmer, and probably Moises Caicedo. I mean, why not? There's nothing to gain here. Might as well focus on the Premier League. Bring on Liam Delap. I mean, this is what Chelsea have to do, right? This is where Liam Rossini needs to make a statement. Bring on Liam Delap, Mark Guiu, Romeo Lavia, all their fringe players. Put them on the pitch and say, this is what you've given me in terms of options. it would be foolish if we roll out Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer for the second half. I mean, Moises Caicedo came off in the 60th minute against Newcastle, so we expect to see him on the pitch. The referee, thankfully, blows the first half whistle. It has been an absolute shocker from Chelsea. Charity, to say the very least. I mean, the first goal is comical. Mamadou Sarr can't control a simple ball over the top. Kvaratskhelia punishes us, gets more gifts from Chelsea. Bradley Barcola punished us after Caicedo gave the ball away in midfield. Barcola gets his second goal in the tie. PSG 7-2 up at Aggregate. The second half is done. From Liam Rosenior's point of view, just take off our important players. Bring on the likes of Esteval. Give him a few minutes to try and build up a bit of fitness for about a month and a half of the season remaining. This is a pointless watch. We're just going to keep this going, but it would be reckless from Liam Rosenior if he rolls out Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer for the second half. That's as simple as that. These are the changes you would make. Bring on Mark Guiu, bring on Liam Delap, the two donkeys, let them play up top, go 4-4-2. Fuck this, I mean, what's the point? Bring on Garnacho. That guy needs to be brought on as well. The players who have underperformed, punishment. Here's 45 minutes against the reigning defending champions. Go. Show us what you've got. That's the only change you'll make. Protection. Protects the players. I mean, there's no more rest. Thankfully, Chelsea won't have more midweek complications. That's why it's nice to play the likes of PSG early on. If you are a serious team, it doesn't really matter, right? You have to play these teams at some point in the tournament. But if you're an unserious team like Chelsea, play the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG as early as possible. Get knocked out. Don't waste any more time. And then focus on the league season. That's the only thing we can do, and that's what we're going to be forced to be doing here. Halftime at Stamford Bridge, Paris Saint-Germain 2, Chelsea 0. It has been a shit show. I'll be back for the second half, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. My brothers, man, you guys, eternally grateful. Well, I'll see you guys for the second half. I have no halftime analysis. I got nothing. I got nada. Fuck this. But come back for the second half, guys. Keep me company. I mean, it's miserable for me. Let me have a quick look. There's no rest, Danny. There's no rest. But I'll be back for the second half. Have a quick look at the other score lines in the meantime. Well, can Leverkusen give me a bit of a joy? Some joy. Score a goal, put Arsenal under a bit of pressure. It can't be all that easy for Arsenal, man. Somebody, I mean, tomorrow's hate watch for Galatasaray versus Liverpool, it's going to be legendary. If I had a Galatasaray jersey, I would be wearing it tomorrow. I'm sure Leverkusen are not going to do anything for Arsenal, but what do you have for us, Galatasaray? Boys, what are you talking about on my stream? This is unethical. This is illegal. I'll see you guys for the second half. Well, we were a few minutes away from the start of the second half. A really pointless second half, really. And on the stream, I was asked what changes would Liam Rossini possibly make at halftime. In terms of tactical ones, there's none. The only thing is all about trying to protect Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro for our weekend game against Everton. Now, that becomes our priority. This one is over. It will be an absolutely pointless exercise to see Palmer and Pedro out in the second half. That's for sure. Liam Rossini, do the right thing here. Surrender this game. It's done. It's over. There's nothing left. We are not going to score 5 goals in the first. I mean, the opportunities we had just came from fortuitous play rather than anything we've done in terms of creation. So there's nothing we're going to do there. It's okay. Wave the white flag. Pick your battles. We still have a top 4 to fight for, top 5 even. That becomes the priority now. Simply put, the fixtures that we have coming up, it is an absolute nightmare. If we drop any more needless points, it's over for us. And the only thing really that's helping us is that Liverpool, Aston Villa are not serious. They are not serious. The only club, and I can't believe I'm saying this, that are absolutely on it for a Champions League spot is Manchester United. I mean, there's one thing that we all can agree. How the fuck did that happen? How the hell did the rest of the league allow this to happen? I mean, they should have been dead and buried. They should be having one of their nightmare seasons after Ruben Amorim had them in the dumps. They have recovered and then some. And with Manchester United's spending power, all they need to do is get a couple of transfer windows right, and you never know. While Chelsea's windows keep getting worse and worse, all you need is another club stepping up in an upward trajectory while we're on the down, and it'll be a simple overtake. What's up, Mayur? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it's been an absolute shit show in the first half. Absolute shit show. It was absolutely... please wake me up from this dream. I mean, the goals that we conceded were an absolute joke, man. We are so generous, so charitable. We continue to remain the same. And we'll continue to hand over goals to teams searching goals. So, Chelsea, with the 45 minutes of no real significance left, only hope is somehow Bayer Leverkusen do something in the second half and try and overturn that deficit at the Emirates Stadium after Eberechi Eze broke the net with an absolutely outstanding volley. Sat up nicely on the swivel, already made his mind up, knew exactly where the goal is, and he unleashed an unstoppable effort. Well, PSG could have very easily scored the third. Hadley Barcola and Kviza Kvaratskhelia looking to play the 1-2, but the offside flag thankfully bailing us out. That was fine margins as well. PSG have been nowhere near the best, but they haven't had to be. Yes, Liam, he is making the change. Josh Achimpong. Again, we talked about turning points, right? Is this going to be the turning point for Chelsea in terms of our centre-back problems? Look, Josh Achimpong isn't the finished product, but he is our best academy prospect in terms of that position. So prioritize him. He costs us nothing. We don't want to sell him. We don't want to get rid of him. He's a unicorn profile, man. He's 6'5". He can carry the ball. He's good in the air. Give him some game time here. Let him start games. I mean, there's no way that the likes of Chalobah, Sarr, Badiashile, and even Fofana, with the performance that they have put in this season, should be starting over Josh Achimpong. It might be a hyperbole. I'm not really trying to, oversell the youngster, but we have to trust Cobham, man. Yes, we have Reece James, Levi Colville, but there needs to be more. Well, one substitute each by the looks of it. Josh Achimpong. It seems that Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer will be rolled out for the second half. I'm happy to see Josh, not in these circumstances when the tie is all but done, but is this going to be a 45 minutes where Josh Achimpong can cement his spot as one of Chelsea's centre-back for the run-in here? The 45 minutes in terms of the result has absolutely no bearing. Paris Saint-Germain have a 5-goal advantage. They are absolutely cruising here foot off the gas, half-time change made. This is going to be a stroll for the Paris champions, and we are off and running for the start of the second half. Well, Chelsea extremely charitable in that first half after Mamadou Sarr made an absolute criminal mistake. Kvaratskhelia had the easy task of finishing it from there, and Bradley Barcola's outstanding goal after Moises Caicedo's mess in midfield meant that this tie was over in the 15th minute. João Pedro, again, was that an opportunity for us, man? I mean, João Neves has come out for Mayulu, and it seems that Sarr has been replaced by Josh Achimpong, so it's a straight swap. Pedro Neto trying to play the quick 1-2 and just push and run. Cucurella has been fouled. The only thing from here on is how many consolation goals can Chelsea get? Can they give the fans something? I mean, Sarr's time at Chelsea has been a nightmare since he came back from loan from Strasbourg. I mean, why we made that move, I will never understand. Chelsea needed help in January, and we went and brought in a 19-year-old who needed regular minutes into this environment. It's killed him as well. That's the worst part. It's absolutely killed Mamadou Sarr. His stocks were on the up and up after he won the African Nations Cup with Senegal. 2 months with Chelsea, and he looks unplayable, and not in the good way. Look at the PSG fans, man. They're having an absolute ball, chilling. All in full voice. The Chelsea fans will certainly be dejected. Nothing to really cheer about. That's why that consolation goal, a bit of atmosphere in the air, but again, asking the Chelsea fans to cheer this one on is really cruel from our point of view. I mean, easy for us to say sitting at our homes, possibly double screening, enjoying, doing anything else, but being at the stadium for a Chelsea fan, this would be a painful, painful experience. Good ball there by Sanchez. Pedro Neto's in the box. He is onside. Drags it for Enzo Fernandez. Again, João Pedro's decision making in the final third has just been lacking. Thankfully, Dembele's flick on does not find Vitinha. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Finding Pedro Neto again. Clever pass there by Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella finds João Pedro. Thought about the shot. Palmer. Caicedo. Chelsea with the ball just outside the PSG box. Josh Achimpong on the outside, goes past Kvaratskhelia. Again, I don't really like to see Josh Achimpong play as a right back. Again, this is misprofiling by Liam Rossignol, isn't it? Not playing as a third centre half. Instead, he's playing as a right back who's going to be tasked with holding the width on the outside, and he's a centre half. I mean, again, I was happy to see him come on in the second half, but not as a right back. Liam Rossignol keep making these errors that just make you scratch your head. Play a back three. I mean, the wing backs of Pedro Neto and either one of Hato or Cucurella is fine. Those two number 10s with Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer could certainly be an option. Liam Rossignol certainly looking out of his depth. Can't believe Sporting Lisbon scored five goals down a 3-goal deficit game. Absolutely incredible from them, and looks like they'll be facing Arsenal in the quarterfinals. Desiree Doué is warming up. Look at PSG's bench, man, and look at our bench. Miles apart. They have Gonzalo Ramos, Desiree Doué, Kang-in Lee. Options galore. Here's Andre Santos. Finds Hato. Cucurella. Looks like we are playing in a back three, but I'm not really understanding the rotations here from Cucurella and Jarell Hato. Here's Andre Santos. Finding Cole Palmer. Good drop of the shoulder there from Palmer. Palmer trying to do everything by himself. Thought about playing Pedro Neto. Palmer again. Finding Trevor Chalobah. Well, Mayur, I appreciate your Arsenal hate, but Gotta accept it that this is the way they're going to be doing it from here to the end of the season, that's for sure. Grinding out results seems to be the Arsenal way. But they keep doing it, so it's definitely not luck. They have that drive, that determination to go till the very end, and even if they don't play the most attractive brand of football, it is bloody effective. Here's Palmer. He wants the foul. He's possibly going to get it. He's not going to get the foul, and it's a handball for Palmer to try to just scoop the ball up with his hands. Free kick for PSG. What a waste. Palmer trying to argue his case, but he's not going to get any sort of joy. But yet another game where it looks like we're going to be failing to score. I mean, our home form has been a car crash over the last couple of months. I remember the 2-0 victory against Brentford. That was one of our first home games under Liam Rossini in the Premier League. We won 2-0, but we were absolutely ripped to shreds in that match. It was absolutely terrible. Somehow we kind of recovered, but the home form remains dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We have no chance if teams just come to Stamford Bridge knowing that they can not just get a result, but even keep Chelsea at bay. The 1-1 draw against Burnley, we got the goal in the 4th minute and then just played zero football. 86 minutes to score at least a couple of goals against a side destined for the relegation. Trevor Chalobah. Oh, Caicedo, that is a suicide pass again, but thankfully the whistle blows for a fortuitous reason. Moises Caicedo is dropping one of those games where if Caicedo plays like this, what chance do we have, man? Chalobah first misjudges it. Caicedo's header was suicidal, and Nuno Mendes, he had the pace. Could have been bearing down on goal. Caicedo wins the header, so does Enzo Fernandez. Enzo goes biting in. Mayulu, great feed by the youngster. Andre Santos, he's struggled. Enzo Fernandez trying to keep the ball. Caicedo does well, finds Joao Pedro. Pedro looking to drive Chelsea forward. We're going to get the foul by the looks of it. Free kick for Chelsea. Again, Safanov not having to make a big save so far in the second half. Chelsea have been pretty passive. Almost feels like damage limitation throughout the second half, which is why I question the decision to leave Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer on the pitch. I mean, it would be a decision that, knowing the British press, if Liam Rossini took off Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro, there would be an uproar saying that, oh, you never know in football that they could have launched a comeback if they get an early goal, but it's reckless. When you know that we have got 5 goals to claw back, it's never going to happen. Have we scored 5 goals at the Bridge this season? I don't think we have. Trying to remember, go through the Rolodex. 5 goals at the Bridge. Thinking about the relegation sides, but they've fucking got points against us. Leeds, Burnley, Wolves was 3-0. So yeah, why? Why would you roll them out for the second half? But it's been embarrassing. It's been humiliating. One of the lowest points in the Clear Lake era. This has been absolutely terrible. 7-2 on aggregate, and it can get worse. Make no mistake about it. PSG, it's all about how ruthless, how clinical they want to be in front of goal. Well, it seems that Arsenal are just going to grind this one out. It's a risky strategy. They are going to play extra time. It's going to be at home for them, so it is an advantage. Here's Andre Santos. And what a shame, man, to see Josh Achimpong holding the width on that right-hand side. He should be centre back for us. Caicedo looks for a long pass. Marquinhos does very well. Chelsea, no answers. We played so well in the 75 minutes in the first leg. We actually played some excellent football. We've done none of that today. I mean, I understand once Kvaratskhelia scores, the players are completely dejected and deflated. So you can understand the mentality shift. Safanov gives the ball away. Here's Joao Pedro. He can go for the curlers. Just wide. Chelsea's best opportunity. Falls to Chelsea's player of the year 10 minutes into the second half. Safanov with an uncharacteristic mistake. Kukurea immediately feeds it to Joao Pedro. Just trying to curl that around William Pacho. Didn't have the whip on it. PSG survive. And that was the chance for the consolation goal. Seems that we're not going to get it. Achimpong wins the header, finds Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer. Finds Mayulu. Vitinha in tight spaces finds Kvaratskhelia looking to push and run. Throw in for PSG. I'm very surprised that Luis Enrique hasn't really rung in the changes. I can understand why he's trying to keep his players fresh, but getting a huge leg up, getting their game postponed at the weekend. But the changes will be coming. It's a triple substitution by the looks of it. Garnacho, Delap and Romeo Lavia coming on. So I'm really hoping that it's Joao Pedro, Cole Palmer and Moises Caicedo coming off. Now, three main players down the spine for us. We need to take care of them. We need to protect them. Liam Rosenior should know that this is over. This is merely a training exercise now. And if Chelsea could forfeit this game, we absolutely would. Rob Sanchez shows a bit of composure, finds Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah now trying to drive forward. Andre Santos being put under a bit of pressure. Pass there by Andre Santos. Look at that terrible pass by Trevor Chalobah, man. What is he trying to do? How many chances? It's almost like we're stuck with Trevor Chalobah. The number of times Chelsea have tried to get rid of him. Again, he's not one of our main problems, but he is a problem. The fact that he's Chelsea senior centre half tells you everything that you need to know. Chelsea playing in tight areas very nicely. Joao Pedro, Andre Santos finds Enzo Fernandez. Again, Josh Achimpong making the run on the far side. Chelsea keep the ball nicely. Again, exercising futility as Joao Pedro drives forward. Andre Santos thought about the shot, wraps it to Josh Achimpong, Enzo Fernandez, Achimpong again to Moises Caicedo. Santos hit it, man, just hit it. There's so much space opening up. Just look to try and curl it. He finds Enzo Fernandez at the edge of the box. Enzo immediately closed down by the Portuguese Vitinha. Well, Desiree Doué is coming on for Paris Saint-Germain. Chelsea making a triple substitution. And Bradley Barcola will be replaced, who added the second goal in fulminating fashion. Terrific effort into the top corner. Desiree Doué will just slot in seamlessly on the right hand side. This is what I want to see. Who are the three players that Liam Rosenior is going to withdraw? Palmer is going to be one of them for sure. Joao Pedro is to certainly be in the other one. Chelsea waving the white flag here. And who's the third substitution? It's going to be either Enzo or Caicedo. It is Enzo Fernandez. Well, we're into the 60th minute. 30 minutes of Champions League action still to be played. The scoreline is 7-2 at aggregate. And Chelsea have officially waved the white flag. Joao Pedro, Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez off. It's game over now. Final half an hour, merely an exercise of fitness and conditioning for the Chelsea players. Our Champions League campaign has ended in shame. It's an embarrassing way to finish. I'm going to do maybe 15 more minutes in the second half, guys. I do not have anything more. I mean, in terms of the performance as well, I mean, have we even troubled Safanov? PSG are completely laid back, chilling, and we still haven't really put them under any sort of pressure. Try and catch them and their levels won't be at their highest. PSG have just managed this game, kept Chelsea at arm's length. It's been a breeze for them. A breeze. Here's Caicedo, finds Andre Santos. Liam Delap has a goal in the Champions League, and that has come against Barcelona of all teams. Granted that Barcelona were down to 10 men. Considering that he scored only 2 goals for Chelsea since making that £30 million move from Ipswich. It's not bad. Liam Delap chance. Good save by Safanov. Well, Delap nearly making the impact soon after coming on. First time Chelsea get the ball into the wide areas and into the box. Liam Delap with a good run. Couldn't find the back of the net. Delap tries to source out with the back heel. Trying to play with confidence. I'm pretty sure Liam Rossini has just told them that just go out there and express yourselves. The scoreline, even if it gets worse, it's just a cosmetic thing more than anything else. But speaking about things getting worse, it possibly could here. It's Kvaratskhelia. It's Vitinha with the strike. Mayulu! It is over. 3-0 to PSG. 8-2 on aggregate. The youngster scores at Stamford Bridge. PSG rubs salt in the Chelsea wounds. Chelsea are out of the Champions League this season. And the defending champions progress into the quarterfinals in sensational fashion. Still half an hour to play. 8-2 in aggregate. I'm out of here. The Chelsea fans are streaming out. I'm going as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Chelsea are done. Bye-bye, TJ. Thank you all. This is painful. I'm not getting to do it. This is done. Well, the PSG fans waving the Chelsea fans as they stream towards the exit. It has been humiliation at Stamford Bridge. It's another goal where Chelsea will ask so many questions about the way that they've just been cut open by the PSG players. It has been easy breezy. See you later. And talk about getting one back after Chelsea put 3 past PSG in the Club World Cup. Paris Saint-Germain decide to give us a receipt and then some. They have put 8 past us and there's still half an hour to be played. This is one of the lowest of lows in European nights for Chelsea. Mayulu, the youngster, crashes it home from the edge of the box. He's on cloud 9. Chelsea hit for 8. Well, TJ, you tell me to do another game. I'll take that on board, but the City game is done. The Arsenal game, fuck no. I'm not going to watch Arsenal bore me to death for another half an hour in terms of game management. Oh, PSG could hit more here. Mayulu on the stretch. It's Kvaratskhelia. They're queuing up here. Oh, this could get so ugly for Chelsea. Zaire Emery finds Mayulu again onto the right-hand side. Hakimi. Oh, this is so much torture. It's like a slow-moving car crash with the car on fire. You're just watching in horror, but you cannot take your eyes away. Oh, this is absolute torture, man. They are just popping the ball about. Liam Rossini making the triple substitution, hoping to preserve some fresh legs for the game of the weekend. And soon after we make the triple substitution, Mayulu crashes it from outside the box. Rob Sanchez, a mere spectator. Oh, the ball given away there by PSG. It's Alejandro Garnacho. Good save by Safanov. Chelsea registering a couple of efforts here. Both substitutes drawing a save off the Russian. Here's Pedro Neto. Thought about the shot. Chelsea look like they're not going to get the consolation by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, even if you score, it's not even a consolation at this stage. Rice finds the bottom corner. Arsenal are into the quarterfinals where they will meet Sporting Lisbon of Portugal. Paris Saint-Germain possibly facing either Liverpool or Galatasaray. As it stands, it will be Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. And on the other side of the draw, Barcelona have still not booked their spot. Wait and see whether or not they will. But Atletico Madrid certainly have one foot in the quarterfinals. Pedro Neto gets robbed off the ball. Good striding run here by Kviza Kvaratskhelia. 25 minutes remaining. Torture continues at Stamford Bridge. Mayulu finding his second goal in the Champions League this season. This dude doesn't look a day over 16 years of age, man. What a strike from him. Ball falls nicely. Rob Sanchez, a mere spectator. The PSG fans wave the Chelsea fans towards the exit. Manny, I'm never supporting your FPL journey, bro. You know what I think about it. The way that you cheer for opposition players and you want Bruno Fernandes to score, probably an Arsenal team to keep the clean sheet. I hate it. Look at PSG, man. They take the piss. They're bringing on Lucas Hernandez, and now they're streaming forward here for the fourth. They're queuing up here. Again, no real ambition in this attack. William Pacho, Dembele and Mendes off. Lucas Hernandez and Gonzalo Ramos on for the about 25 minutes. Not expecting the referee to add too much in terms of injuries and stoppages. Don't lie, Manny. Don't lie. Here's Hakimi. Again, easy work. Hato loses out. Liam Delap is at a encouraging cameo since coming on. Here's Delap again. Delap with the strike. It's straight at Safanov. Liam Delap, 2 shots on target. Talk about trying to make an impact in a lost cause. When Chelsea attack, it just means that there is space for PSG on the counter attack. It's a corner for Paris Saint-Germain. Kvaratskhelia on the left hand side. It's going to be absolutely painful here. Manny, you're saying end of the season, just want Chelsea to make the top 5. The senior says that implementing a new style of pressing, and it's called depressing. It is certainly depressing, and it's possibly going to get worse for us. It's that old Mick McCarthy of Wolves manager, right? When somebody in the press conference asks him, can't get worse, can it? And he says, it can. And it possibly can for Chelsea. And in terms of positives, we do have the likes of Lavia and Esteva who have returned from injury. Our squad needs beefing up, man. Every player needs to try and contribute, especially the ones that have not had any sort of impact. The likes of Lavia, Dario Sugo. Hopefully Jamie Gittins can come on in the final month and give us something. Liam Delap has turned William Pacho and nearly puts in decent ball in. Could play this. I mean, Liam Delap, since coming on, has been pretty decent. Last time I said that about Liam Delap was when Callum McFarlane was Chelsea manager after Chelsea sacked Enzo Maresca the game before Manchester City. Liam Delap came on for the final half an hour and he looked like a player that I could not identify. That was the only half an hour, mind you. Since then, nothing's happened of note. 1 goal against Fulham, that was it. That came in a loss as well, so it's been pretty pointless. As we head towards the final 20 minutes, it's a mere cardio session for the Chelsea players. The good thing is Palmer, Pedro, and Enzo Fernandez get a bit of rest. Got weekend action against Everton, and then of course the 2 Manchester clubs, City and United. United versus Chelsea. Could try and drag that down to 3 points the difference, but we'll probably do some sort of foolishness in that game as well. Every time we play Manchester United, we do some rank 1, grade A, absolute foolishness. So hard to explain. Here's Mayulu. Ramos gets his ankle stabbed. Kukureya defends well. Here's Jarell Hato. Chelsea not being able to make any sort of progression. Safanov has made a few saves. Chelsea substitutes drawing decent saves off the Russian. Thomas Tuchel keeps coming for Chelsea games, man. You know he loves Chelsea. I think his feeling after watching Chelsea in the last couple of months, that feeling will certainly be dwindling for him. he would not be recognizing what this club has become. Here's Chalobah, finds Alejandro Garnacho. What a poor touch. It's Garnacho. The shot is even worse. This is piss poor. It's 70 minutes on the clock. I'm out the fuck out of here, man. We're watching these idiots. And Tosin is coming on with 20 minutes to go. Bye-bye. See you, Manny. See you for the next game, guys. I'll be live for Liverpool versus Galatasaray tomorrow. Hopefully, that'll be an enjoyable watch. This has been garbage, trash, absolute rubbish. I wish I could get the 70 minutes back. We wait for this final attack as Moises Caicedo drives forward. He gets dispossessed. Andre Santos take a shot. He doesn't. Pedro Neto is certainly going to waste this. But it's Pedro Neto. That is a terrible cross. This keeps getting worse. Every time Chelsea make a move forward, they just keep getting worse. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Chelsea humiliated on a European stage here. 8-2 on aggregate. It's been an absolute shit show. See you guys.